What's up, you guys? This is Rurouni K95 here, and today is going to be just a simple review that I haven't thought of doing like this before, which I should have done until now. And this is the first time I haven't thinking about doing a new video like this before. Well, this is simply not just any sort of review, but we're going to be doing a album review from one of my favorite bands I have been listening to in my teenage years. Like, I think I listened to it on my Walkman, if I remember. So, today's album we're going to be reviewing is one of Kiss's albums that were released in 2012. We have right here, Monster. Yeah, this is one of Kiss's latest albums back in 2012 or something, because, you know, in honor of when Kiss is doing their final concert tour planning, which is End of the Road concert tour that Kiss has been doing, though. So, before we dive into the songs on here, I'm going to give you a quick little rundown about, if you're not familiar with the band Kiss is, well, I'm going to give you a little quick rundown about the bands of Kiss as well. Well, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley originally formed Wicked Lester back in the early 70s, and they had their unreleased album, which is through Epic Records, and it was until the band broke up, and then they wanted to hire former Chelsea drummer Peter Criss, and when he joined Wicked Lester, after Peter Criss read "Drummer Willingly to Make It" in an ad for Rolling Stone, and then later recruited Ace Frehley, and then because they went to the whole audition of this, so they changed the name from Wicked Lester to Kiss as well, because they wanted to figure out a way of how they want to take the music to the extreme level. When the first song Ace Frehley did was Deuce, and it immediately sounded like a band. But when they saw Alice Cooper performing live, and that's how Kiss had the idea for the concept of the makeup. Like their personas. Gene Simmons became the Demon, and Paul Stanley, Starchild himself, because how his idea of how, like, a cross between an evangelical preacher, a game show host, and Elvis. Peter Criss has a fascination for cats, so he became the cat. And then Ace Frehley's into like science fiction and stuff, so Ace Frehley became Space Ace himself. Because he thought he was not from this earth, because he's from Jendal as well. And then Kiss released their first couple albums in 1974, which is their first self-titled debut album, which is the first album, and then the second later became Hotter Than Hell, and until 1975 came, they did their hit album Dressed to Kill, with the hit single Rock and Roll All Night. And then they did their first live album, Kiss Alive, until 1976 came with their other later albums, such as Rock and Roll Over, Destroyer, Love Gun, and their second live album, Kiss Alive 2. And then they did the solo albums, including, in addition to that, they had their first comic book printed in Kiss, comic book from Marvel, printed in blood. Yeah, that's an interesting story. And then, of course, you had your TV movie, Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. And then Kiss did their disco album, Dynasty, with the hit song, I Was Made for Loving You, which is the disco album. And then Kiss did their albums after Peter Criss left the band. After the album Unmasked was released, Eric Carr was the singer of the band. And then they did their albums, Music from the Elder, in 1981, as well as Creatures of the Night when Kiss removed the makeup so they revealed their real faces, Ace Frehley left the band and Vinnie Vincent was their guitarist. So the Kiss did their albums such as throughout the 80s, like Lick It Up, Animalize, Asylum, Crazy Nights, and their last album with Eric Carr on the drums, Hot in the Shade, in 1989. And then Kiss did their album Revenge in 1992 with their hit song God Gave Rock and Roll to You Too. And then Kiss did their unplugged concert tour live as Kiss Live Unplugged. And then Kiss did their albums that had to finish quick because there was a reunion tour going on, being Carnival of Souls, The Final Sessions. Because there was a reunion tour going on for the band. What Kiss had a lot for this. And then Kiss has been back together again with the makeup on during their reunion tour in 1997 until they did their album Psycho Circus later on in 1998, and then Kiss did their third album Kiss Alive 3, and then later on in 2004 they did their fourth live album Kiss Symphony Alive 4 with which would be Peter Criss's last performance with Kiss after Ace Frehley left Kiss and Tommy Thayer, is their new guitarist, until 2000. And then you had the movie Detroit Rock City, which is the movie that was released in 1999. And of course, 2009 came. Kiss did their album Sonic Boom on here as well. So that's how I'm giving you a quick little rundown in the history about, for those who do not know about the band Kiss. That's why. So we're gonna be reviewing Monster from this album, though, because I know for the fact this as well. And yeah, this is Kiss's album, which is the more recent album that was released in 2012 as well. It immediately has gotten to this as well, for everyone want to come by for this as well, accordingly. So let's dive into the songs from Kiss's album Monster. Yeah, it's this one as well. The first song off this album is Hell or Hallelujah. Yeah, because that's Kiss's hit single. Because Kiss hasn't been done their hit single in 2012 before until now. Ever since they did their other hit songs from Sonic Boom, like Say Ya and Modern Day Delilah as well. However, the song Hell or Hallelujah is very hard rockin'. The second track, Wall of Sound. Yeah, Wall of Sound's pretty good. Almost kind of to this as well. Third track, Freak. Yeah, Kiss did their third track on this one because everything that's how Kiss has ever did so far in the late 2000s to the early 2010s decade period, for what Kiss had a lot for this as well. Track 4, Back to the Stone Age. Yeah, this is one of their every songs how Kiss wanted to write their new songs. That's track 4, Back to the Stone Age. Track 5, Shout Mercy. Yeah, this is Kiss's fifth song on this album, though, because I just wanted to come by for how I've been figuring out a way of how I wanted to get to know what I got into the whole thing about the bands like Kiss. That's why. Track 6, Long Way Down. Yeah, pretty good song. I like it. Because some of them's got very hard rockin' feeling, just like how Kiss has ever did as well. Track 7, Eat Your Heart Out. Yeah, this is their newer songs that is on this album as well. I don't know if this song has ever played live. I mean, if you ever been a Kiss fan as well. That's a good question, though. Track 8, The Devil Is Me. Yeah, this is their 8th track on this album, though. everything how Kiss has ever got for this. You know, this is basically just considering how I wanted to come by for this as well. Yeah, Gene Simmons, Tommy Thayer, and Paul Stanley wrote the song together because they had the whole idea for the whole thing when they did their album, like Monster, as well. Because I wanted to come by for some songs that Kiss has done, considering just like how they did with Sonic Boom as well. Track 9, Out of This World. Another good song from Kiss, because I like it because it's got that very hard rock feel to this, particularly, because it's a very good song, though. Track 10, All for the Love of Rock and Roll. Very good song from Kiss. Well, although I have listened to most songs by Kiss, but Curiosity has got to this as well, because I just wanted to come by for how, whenever you wanted to pick for this as well. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts and opinions on it as well. Track 11, Take Me Down Below. Yeah, this is their 11th song on this album as well. And finally, the last track on the song is Last Chance. Yeah, Last Chance, this is their 12th song on the album Monster as well, because I just wanted to come by for bands like Kiss as well. And not only that, however, this album is produced by Paul Stanley, and it was co-produced by Greg Collins on this album. Yeah. Although Kiss had many huge platinum-selling albums, though, Kiss hasn't gotten any platinum albums since 1987. They still haven't gotten their albums platinum yet. Because despite that, Kiss has been selling millions of records unit worldwide in the grossing as well. Because I just wanted to come by for this as well. Well, Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer, it's okay. If I like the original, in my opinion, if I like to pick my favorite Kiss lineup, I would say the original lineup. Because, you know, Ace Frehley and Peter Criss were part of the original Kiss lineup, even though they have left the band Kiss as well. But I do admire Eric Carr and the Unmasked era back in the 80s on there, when Kiss did their album Unmasked back in the 80s as well. But then again, just considering how nobody knows of what Kiss looked like with their makeup on, like if you see on that as well. Well, back in the 80s, because they wanted to see Kiss without their makeup, because they look like real rockers without the makeup. I mean, this makeup is a lot more inspired from Kabuki-inspired looking makeup as well. Unlike most metal bands that have like these Kabuki style makeup, like a Japanese heavy metal group called Sekima 2 as well. But for Kiss, on the other hand, this has got the attention the most. I mean, if you're a Kiss fan, then you're a part of the Kiss Army as well. Although, because I just wanted to come by on how I was discovering how I get in a little in-depth about the history and the timeline of these albums in the Kiss catalog as well. Excuse me. Although, I gotta say that this is the only Kiss album being released in 2012 as well. Kiss hasn't released their album when they did their plans for the final concert tours, which is the End of the Road concert tour as well. I don't know if this could have been the final Kiss album, or if it's still the latest. I don't know. It's surprising. It's hard to believe that. It's surprising that Kiss hasn't recorded a new album in a while. Yeah, because they haven't done this as much as well. I just wanted to come by for how I wasn't sure if Kiss's album Monster was the last album, or the latest album in honor of Kiss doing their plans for their concert tour. Oh, yeah, Kiss has released over 20 albums as well. Yeah, this could be their final studio album, though. Although Sonic Boom was their 19th studio album Kiss did as well. I have wanted to come by for this as well, accordingly. Man, they recorded the album on April 13th, 2011, because I was a sophomore in high school when Kiss was recording their album Monster, until this album was released on January 6th, all the way to January 6, 2012, when they finished recording the album. And then they released this album on October 9th, 2012. This could be the final studio album from Kiss as well, because I didn't know that this is... I thought this was supposed to be the latest album, and I thought I was expecting for another Kiss album, but apparently this is the final studio album from Kiss, because even though I have been listening to Kiss back in high school, because I just wanted to come by for this as well. Because even though I have 4 Kiss t-shirts, that makes me a fan of Kiss, though. Because I do love Kiss. Because Kiss has been one of my favorite rock groups. I have wanted to come by for this one accordingly as well. I mean, being a Kiss fan has got to my goodness as well. Because I have the whole Formation feeling as well. Yeah, because it was partially for what I come by for this as well. Accordingly, from what I remember as well. Because I just wanted to come by as well. If I wanted to do the full detail, in-depth history about the band Kiss, I would love to do that at one point, because I mean, I have been reading books about the band Kiss, as well as most of these books from each Kiss members as well. And this all has got to me as well. Yeah, because I think I have been listening to Kiss like when I was back in high school. I think I listened to it on my iPod. I mean, and yeah, Gene Simmons had that reality TV show called Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. I think I remember watching it on TV. I thought it was pretty good, though, because even though I don't normally watch that, I don't normally watch that much reality TV shows, but I thought this album from Kiss is all new for me, though, as well, because this how has got to me, which is so true, accordingly, from what I wanted to know for that, for the most part as well. Because Kiss has made millions of dollars by selling albums worldwide, as well as they were selling merchandise, like ranging everything from like Kiss caskets, makeup kits, action figures, t-shirts, posters, belt buckles, hoodies, long sleeve shirts. And they also, and yet they even also have these Kiss comic books, and because that's and they even had that transistor radio called the Kiss Radio, which is a transistor radio with the image of the band Kiss, because you know Kiss has put out like and even they also have the Kiss pinball machine. Every Kiss fan has it in their memorabilia their Kiss memorabilia collection as well, and even posters as well. Yeah, because I just wanted to come by for how You know, especially if you ever been a Kiss fan and you went to see Kiss live in concert. Yeah, it's a good time if you wear a Kiss t-shirt and you want to paint your face like one of the members of Kiss, like either Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Peter Criss, or Ace Frehley, or even one of the older Kiss members, like the other ones, like Vinnie Vincent or Eric Carr from the 80s as well. Yeah, there's a lot of Kiss memorabilia out there. Just get to my curiosity. And even Kiss had the Scooby-Doo movie, Scooby-Doo and Kiss Rock and Roll Mystery. If any Kiss fan could ever know for this as well, because I just wanted to come by. And yeah, Kiss has opened for Iron Maiden and AC/DC back in the Unmasked tour era, back in the 80s. Yeah, I think Kiss has went on tour with Iron Maiden and AC/DC back in the 80s. Because I just want to come by for this as well. And also, Kiss has been on tour with most bands in general. Like, Kiss has been on tour with Motley Crue back in 2012, which is back in the 2010s decade, because I just got to my own curiosity, though, as well. What do I think of the album? It's okay. I like most Kiss albums. I might as well listen to the classic Kiss albums from the 70s and the 80s as well, because I've been literally getting into the whole... Because I've been listening to a lot of songs by Kiss from the Kiss music catalog as well, because I just wanted to come by, especially if you're listening to them on either audio tape cassette or a CD or on vinyl records as well. Yeah, because I just wanted to come by. Hey, Kiss even had their re-recorded songs, like, for example, Kiss did Strutter 78. I think that's only on the Kiss Double Platinum album as well. And yeah, I remember, I think I hear songs by Kiss on the radio. First I heard being Rock and Roll All Night. I think I heard it on the radio. And then the second song, I remember coming home from school during my senior year, back in my high school days, 2013. I heard Calling Dr. Love by Kiss, the single version, which is from the Double Platinum album I heard on the radio. Because I think I heard that on the radio, and that made me feel proud of being a Kiss fan. Although I have been listening to other bands like AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Metallica, Ozzy Osbourne, and also that's part of my partially way as well. My score for this album, 10 out of 10 as well. So that's going to be it for my album review for today. Thank you for watching. But before we go, here's what I'm going to say for this one. Although I haven't reviewed any albums from Kiss, but I have reviewed a couple albums from AC/DC, such as High Voltage and Back in Black, but this is the first time I wanted to review an album from the bands like Kiss, because this is their 20th and final studio album, Monster. Yeah, because this is their final album, because Kiss has planned their concert tours, which is End of the Road concert tour. They have been planned as well. Because Kiss hasn't done any albums after their final studio album, Monster, since 2012, and they still haven't as much as they were they used to. Well, but then again, just consider this has considered to be the final album from Kiss. That's why. Click on the subscribe button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to my channel. By clicking on the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates, just to keep you notified as well. Let me know your thoughts on this on the comments, right in the comments section below if you like as well, because like any suggestions or your thoughts on this, just let me know, because that's going to be in the comments, right in the comment section below. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video, and also be sure to check out my Anime Planet or Analyst, because I've been literally getting into Letterboxd as well. And I'm also getting into patches to do my continuation of my Battle Jacket update video. I'm also getting into as well. And I have other patches on right there. I'm also starting a new Battle Jacket once I get a new Battle Jacket I planned as well. And I'm also getting into metal albums from CD to like vinyl records now. And I'm also literally getting into the Blu-ray as well, and even watching some web series, like one specific ones like Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel. Those are the ones created by Viv Zipot. But not only that, I'm literally getting into the history on metal, anything from black metal to new wave British heavy metal, thrash metal, all that stuff as well. And I'm also literally getting into albums I'm going to get, such as the albums from specific bands like Bathory and Ghost as well, because Ghost is one of my favorite bands, that's why. And that's all I have what I got for today. This is Rurouni K95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy, and hope you have a good rockin' day. This is Rurouni K95 signing off, and thank you for watching this album review, and we'll see you soon for more videos that I got them planned for what's in store. Take care for this one. Ta-ta for now for this album review. Bye.